Hello, friends. I was going to start with hello, beautiful, because I've been on a Brad Mondo, just binging all of Brad Mondo. I've actually been considering bleaching my hair and doing some stuff, but even though I went to cosmetology school, I am not confident about my ability to do that to myself. Anyways, different conversation, different videos. But hello, friends. How are you? I hope you are doing well. It's been a while. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you so much for coming back if you've been here before. So it's been about a month since I last posted. Thank you everyone who reached out about the imposter syndrome that I talked about in the intro of the last video. It's something that I deal with a lot and I'm still working through it. So we're here, we're back. Thank you so much. I will be getting back to you if you reached out. It's just been a crazy time over here. My dog has been going through some issues and my ring light broke, but we have a new one and I think it actually looks even better. So that's a plus. So today we are doing a pick a card reading after that very long, drawn out, long-winded intro. We are going to do a pick a card reading on new beginnings and blessings coming your way. As I'm recording this, it is, we're just at the start of spring. We are in Aries season. I kind of did this for my Patreon, but I felt the need to do it for YouTube as well. So we have 3 piles, and pile number 1 is going to be this red rose. Pile number 2 is going to be the white rose. Pile number 3 is this pink dahlia. So as a reminder, it's going to be a general reading, but take a few minutes, ground yourself, ask yourself which pile or piles have a message for you. And let's jump right into the reading. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you were drawn to the red rose. And we're going to put that off to the side. So again, we are looking at, what's coming your way. What are you, what new beginnings are here for you? What blessings are coming your way? And we're going to start with the tarot. And I have 2 different decks. I have this little Buddha tarot that I just got, first time using it in a video, and I have the light Seers tarot deck. So let's take a look. And as a reminder, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Ooh, we have the sun. This is already starting good. Then we have the 4 of Cups. There's new opportunities for my pile number 1s here. We have the 6 of Pentacles with Ganesha there. And 3 of Swords, okay. And the Ace of Wands, and this actually makes sense. Okay, so while I was shuffling, I said, let me pick from the 2 decks because I kind of want to know not only what's coming, what the blessings that are coming are or the changes are, but I also want to know what led up to it, right? What happened that brings you to this point? So to have the 3 of Swords there, it speaks to the fact of you have been going through it, right? There's been some painful endings. There's been some, and I think life has a way of, at one point or another, we're all dealing with some level of pain. So my pile number 1's, 3 of Swords here with some events that were not very happy. But what happened was through that heartbreak, through that heartache, through that period in your life, and for some of you it was a dark night of the soul. It was a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, that kind of sense of the unknown. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's next. We have those periods in our life where we're kind of trying to figure it out, but if we're honest, we're kind of just stumbling through life where we're trying to figure out what to do, where to go, and no matter what, we kind of go through that period of just the unknown, of not knowing what's next or what to do. And feeling pretty down about that, feeling pretty overwhelmed by that. But what typically happens during this period is that there's kind of a rebirth of self, right? There's this sense of, I've been through this, and it gets to the point where there's a sense where you are reborn to a certain degree. And you find something that inspires you. You find something else that you can focus on. You find something else that you can be passionate about. You find something else that keeps you going. For some of you in pile number 1, that Ace of Wands represents you finding your spiritual self, you finding your connection to spirit, to higher self, and even to your life purpose. And remember, life purpose doesn't have to be a career, it doesn't have to be a job. It's a way of living. It's something that you bring into everything that you do. So, the blessings coming in, the new beginnings here, is that my pile number one, you are finally coming to a point where you are stepping out of this energy of sadness, of not knowing what to do, or of feeling like nothing is going your way. You are leaving the past behind you. You are taking the lessons that you learned, but you are realizing that these 3 empty cups, there's nothing that you can do to refill those exact cups. But that spirit has something else for you. That life has something else to offer you. And you're coming in to this period, and this is a timeless reading, but you're coming into this period. If you're watching this as I upload this, spring 2022, you're coming in more balanced within yourself. You're coming in able to see that there are still opportunities left for you, that there's still something else to be done, something else to be achieved. For some of you, there's been this sense of loss, this sense of feeling lost, of I don't know who I am or where I'm going. Perhaps an idea or something that you were attached to didn't work out in the way that you wanted it to. So you had to rediscover yourself. And what's happening is that you are approaching life from a different perspective. Instead of, seeing life from this kind of 3 of Swords energy of so much pain, so much betrayal, you are realizing as above, so below, as within, so without. You are realizing that, you have to make the best of what you are given. And that doesn't mean that we're not going to feel the feelings, or we're not going to say, I need a timeout. I need to process this. But it does mean that my pile number ones, you're moving into a period where there's more happiness. There are more opportunities that you are not only able to see, but able to accept. And there's this sense of gratitude for what it is that you have, and a sense of wholeness in everything that you are, where you're moving towards your goals, your ambitions, with this sense of I am whole. You're not looking for something or someone else to complete you. And that's a beautiful thing, pile number one. Let's take a look at what else we have here. Let's go with this. Let's go with these. Exchanging gifts. Very interesting, because we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is all about balance. It's also a give and take, right? It says, when you have enough, be open to sharing what you have. And when you are the one that doesn't have enough, be open to receiving. So we have that exchanging gifts there, which is very similar to that 6 of Pentacles. For some of you, what's happening is you are now in a place where you are able to help others, where you are able to help other people that are going through what you went through. For some of you, you are spiritual teachers, you are healers, you are working perhaps, in therapy, counseling, something medical, or something spiritual. Or at the very least, you're sharing your story. Some of you could be content creators around sharing your story and what you've been through and bringing motivation to others. Some of you could be life coaches as well, where you help people by motivating them and helping them plan out what to do next. Unfinished symphony. Yeah, you kind of closed out this period of I don't know what to do. There was this sense of holding on to something, and you were able to close that out. If you have not been able to, there's an opportunity coming for you to finally, I don't want to say fully release it, because some things stay with us. Some things are still going to be carried with us to a certain degree, but at least move forward from it in a way that you can move forward with your life. And for some of you, I keep getting the sense that you are stepping into the role of helping other people. That you get to be the one that helps other people move forward from something that you yourself went through. This doesn't feel like you're reading a book and you're learning about it and then you're helping others. This feels like I went through this, I made it out, and I know how to help you. And that's not going to resonate for everyone. See, what do we have as far as astrology? Leo, I will. Yeah, you are stepping in to your power. With I will, a lot of action for this pile, a lot of opportunities based on action, on things that you can actually do. Some of you could be a Leo, sun, moon, or rising. And then we have Aquarius with I know. And you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You are being, you're being innovative at this point. You are stepping into your power. You're not necessarily doing what other people are doing. You're not following the path that has been set before you. You're doing your own thing. And there's almost a stroke of luck coming in for this pile, but you've earned it. We have Ganesh there. We have the sun here. You've earned it. And for some of you, again, it is going to be in the form of financial abundance that you're going to be. Some of you are starting a business. That's what this is about. Some of you are starting a business where you are sharing your knowledge with others. Some of you are going into business for yourself. For some of you, it could even be like a yoga instructor and you're kind of going on your own. Let's see what we have with this card here. Clarity. Yeah. There's a lot of clarity coming in. And again, that's Ace of Wands because we kind of see that energy there, right? That spark. It comes because of this Three of Swords energy that you were in. So it was very difficult. And I'm not trying to romanticize it, but it happened for a purpose. There was a purpose to it. There was a reason behind it. It was meant to propel you forward. Let's see, who do we have as far as goddesses? I picked 2 goddess cards for each pile, and we have Melet. I believe that's how, I'm probably butchering that. And it says, flowing movement is medicine. Take time to move energy around your body and reconnect to your ki. I believe it's chi. Chi. Yeah. Absolutely. Pile number 1. For some of you, it's action, right? It's movement. It's kind of re-engaging yourself back into your life. What did I say? I actually said yoga, right? Yeah, this is the first pile, so I had to have said it in this pile. I did say kind of yoga, kind of movement. For some of you, you could be opening, maybe you are a fitness instructor. There's something about movement here. So for some of you, maybe that does resonate with the yoga message. Then we have Mazu with integrity, and it says, remember what you stand for, especially when no one else is looking, or when no one is looking. So again, we have that sense of allowing, flowing, moving. Because I do feel for a very long time you were in very stagnant energy. So things are beginning to pick up. But we also have integrity, making sure that you are doing what's right for you, that you are in alignment with your higher self and what it is that you believe in. Because that's going to pay off. For some of you, there may be an opportunity. This is going to resonate maybe for 1 or 2 of you. There may be an opportunity that comes in and it may seem too good to be true. It probably is, but there's something else that comes in right after it. Or you may just have multiple opportunities to choose from. Only one of them will be in alignment with your integrity. And that's the one that you want. Let's see what else we have. We have beauty. I am beautiful even when I don't think it. I'm beautiful even when I don't see it. I'm beautiful no matter how many people don't say it. I'm beautiful and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't want to try so hard all the time to show it. And this is, for many of you, you're stepping into being more confident within yourself and not being afraid to stand out. Because for some of you, for a while, you were playing it safe and you were not trying to be seen or noticed. Then we have, look at this. What did I say? There's abundance for this pile. Congratulations. It seems that you're due for a little, and it says an indefinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone. So get your whipped cream ready, unless you're lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. And this is a bonus card in this deck. But yeah, there's abundance here coming. For some of you, the new beginning, the blessing is going to be a business. See what we have here. Romance. Romance, it is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. You did pick that red rose. For some of you, if what you are seeking is romance, it's going to be available to you, but it's because all areas of your life are in alignment and they're kind of starting to move forward. I feel like this is also you connecting to yourself and what it is that you want. And for some of you, the Three of Swords was a romantic connection that didn't pan out in the way that you had hoped. Then we have healing. Candle flame, burn this hour. Bring to me your healing power. So candle flame, burn this hour. Bring to me your healing power. My pile number ones, you've been through a lot of healing. You've done the work. And through this work, you have found a part of yourself that it's almost like you rediscovered a part of yourself. And this is going to help you in moving forward. I also want to say for this pile, a message that I'm getting is make sure that you allow things to flow. We have flowing there, we have exchanging gifts, and we have the Six of Pentacles. For some of you, Ganesh or Ganesha, I want to say it's Ganesh. I've seen it both ways, but for some of you, working with that deity would be very helpful. But also remember, allowing things to flow. Don't allow yourself to try to hold on. Because sometimes when we are nervous, when there's some fear around losing something, we try to hold on to it and we recreate stagnancy. And you're coming out of this period of stagnancy. So try to allow things to flow. And I actually want to shuffle some cards for you. Let me grab my blessing deck. 1 second. That was a lot of digging, but we're going to use the Bless Be deck because I want to I feel like there's something else that wants to come through. So we're going to shuffle these on camera. So for my pile, I'm actually going to do this, trying my hardest not to blow all of these away. But for my pile number ones, Spirit, let's check in and see final message of their blessing coming in for my pile number one. I'm going to go with these two. I will show the bottom of the deck. A blessing for unity where there was once division. Some of you are going to be more open to romance and love. I will say that because that is coming in, especially with romance. I don't think this blessing is so much about that, but I feel like that's going to be a byproduct of everything happening for you. A blessing to find the truth. Very interesting because we had the clarity card there. So there's definitely clarity, understanding moving forward for this pile, and a blessing for support. You're finally going to start to feel supported, not only by people around you, but by the universe. Pile number one, if somebody's around you and they're offering you help and you need it, don't let your pride get in the way. For some of you, work with Archangel Michael because we have so much, we have the blues, we have clarity coming in. So Archangel Michael for some of you, as well as Aphrodite for others of you, and Ganesh for others of you, or it could be a combination. And I'm actually going to put this in your reading as well. We're going to show that again. A blessing for unity where there was once division. And this is you finding balance within yourself. You feeling more in tune with yourself. And we have that rabbit there, which is all about, the rabbit is all about fertility. Again, it feels like for many of you, there's more money coming in as well as everything else we talked about. But pile number one, that is all I have for you. If you like the video, please like it. If you think it's worth sharing with a friend, please do so. It would help the channel. It would help me out. Let me know what you thought in the comment section. If there's anything else you would like to see on the channel, let me know as well. I'm sending you so much love, so many blessings, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading. If you were drawn to the white rose, and we see it right here, it's quite beautiful. I'm going to place that off to the side there. As a reminder, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And we're looking at blessings coming your way. We are looking at, what blessings, what new beginnings are coming your way. And let's see what we have for my pile number two. So we have card number one is going to be King of Cups. That's a beautiful card right there. Card number two, Eight of Swords. Card number 3, 10 of Swords. Oh, I'm sorry, pile number 2. What is going on? We'll talk about this. 6 of Wands is coming up here, and 2 of Pentacles. All right, so for my pile number 2s, we're going to kind of try to, there you go. That should look better. So for my pile number 2s, leading up to this, right? I'm recording this spring 2022. Spring just started, right? That's where the idea came from. Coming into this, we have this 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords here. And those are very difficult energies to deal with. You know, the 8 of Swords is all about kind of a mental prison. Because what we see here is in the card, we see him standing in the middle. And he's tied up and blindfolded, and there are swords surrounding him, right? We're going to call him a him. Let's go with him. Surrounding him. And he's not moving. But the thing is, his legs, they're not tied. He could technically walk. And if he were to walk, he would actually realize that there's a path, right? Because the swords are off to the side and behind him, but they're not in front of him. They're not blocking him in. But there are situations in life where we feel so overwhelmed that we feel kind of frozen. You know, that fight or flight, fight, freeze or flight, right? Is that what it is? Moment where, what do I do? And we become frozen. And instead, you know, we choose to freeze instead of flight. And it's very natural, right? It's a way to protect ourselves. So for my pile number 2s, for a while, you've been in this 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords energy. Now, when I see the 10 of Swords, I always say it's my card of rock bottom. The worst has happened, and there's nothing else that could probably happen at that point. It's almost like that sense of, what else could possibly happen? There's nowhere else to go but up. Once you hit rock bottom, and I kind of think of the SpongeBob episode where they went, I think it was called Rock Bottom, and they kind of are at the very bottom and there's nowhere else to go but up. I always say to the 10 of Swords, it's that hint of hope that comes with that. Because it says, my worst nightmare has been realized. The worst of the worst has happened. And I'm here now, and I'm able to pick up the pieces. I'm able to move forward and decide which way I'm going to go. I'm able to choose to heal. And again, it's a very painful situation. He has 10 swords. This panda bear has 10 swords going through his back. But there's that hope of the worst is now behind me, so I can pick myself up and I'm going to start to move forward. So for my pile number 2s, you've been through so much. And a lot of what you went through created this 8 of Swords energy in your life where you've kind of boxed yourself in. Self-preservation and self-protection are very important to you. You don't want to get hurt. Whether it's in connection with other people, whether it's putting yourself out there for a job or career, trying something new, it's almost a sense of, I'm going to play it as safe as possible. And for some of my pile number 2s, you're kind of in this rut where there's a lot of stagnancy. Everything is pretty much the same. And I have to say, for my pile number 2, some of you are afraid of success. And I know that you're probably thinking, what is she talking about? Like, why would I be afraid of success? That is what I want. Because I think you work very hard. No matter what it is, relationships, job, career, project, school, whatever it is. You work extremely hard. But there's a part of you that will not allow yourself to imagine something bigger and something better for your future. So you're kind of in this energy of work. It's almost like a cycle. I work very hard. I do what I need to do, but no matter what, I can't seem to get ahead. For some of you, there is a belief that needs to be worked on. There is a narrative here that needs to be worked on. And there's confirmation bias at play here. And I know you're thinking, this is supposed to be my reading of blessings and of changes and new beginnings coming, and this is already sounding extremely depressing. But we're going to get to the good part, I promise. So what's happening here, what's coming in for you is this King of Cups energy and the Six of Wands energy as well. where you are going to have the opportunity. And I always say opportunity because it's up to us what we do with what we are handed in this life. My pile number twos are going to have the opportunities to break free from that Eight of Swords energy, to replace some belief systems. And you've been doing that for many of you. You've been doing that. You know what this is about. I really do believe for many of you, you know what that belief is, and you know what the pattern is, because you're very self-aware. So what's happening is that you are connecting to your higher self more and your intuition. And you are allowing yourself to process what comes in. You are allowing yourself to feel the feelings, but you're also allowing yourself to receive the guidance, and you are more willing to act on that guidance. There is success coming for my pile number twos. What area that success comes in, it's going to depend. It's going to be different things for different people. I feel this is going to be more career, job focused, more about you going after what you want and not being afraid to try new things. And because of this, you're going to be creating more balance in your life. You're going to be creating more balance in how you approach life as well. You've been working very hard on your spiritual self, and that part of yourself, that part of your life is going to come, it's going to help you balance the other parts. This is a pile where you need to believe in something. You need to be able to have faith, optimism in something. You can be very realistic at times, and that tends to bog you down because you're someone who's very good at looking at perspectives. But sometimes you tend to focus on what could go wrong instead of what could go right. Let's see what else we have here. Chop wood. Yeah, this is you kind of cleaning it up, right? Focusing on what needs to be focused on, taking care of the basics, going back to basics, if you will, and time for a nap, right? Getting more rest. Because I think that some of you, it's not necessarily that you don't sleep or you don't get rest, but it's that your body is so exhausted from trying to stay ahead of things, right? From trying to predict what's going to happen, what's next, from waiting for the other shoe to drop. So there's a blessing in how you're going to be able to handle life, how you are going to be able to split your time. It's almost like a complete change in how you view, approach, and respond to your daily life. I want to see more. Let's see what else we have here. Let's go with the astrology cards. Let's see what we have here. Libra, I balance. Yeah. There's a lot more balance coming in. With Libra here, Libra tends to struggle with decisions. And sometimes when we struggle so much to make a decision, it's because we don't trust ourselves and we don't trust the universe. So for some of you, it's bringing in balance with that Two of Pentacles and Libra energy here. And you could be Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you could have a Libra North or South node. I'm actually getting Aries North node, Libra South node for some of you. But with Libra here and that Two of Pentacles, you are being given a blessing where you are going to be able to create more balance in how you view life and how you approach it. Look at where your Libra is at in your natal chart, and we have the first house of the body. Some of you have a Libra rising. And that would make sense because, again, Libra can struggle when it comes to decisions because Libra can see all of the possibilities. And what's happening for my pile number twos is with this first house, the body. The first house is also the personality. It's how we show up in the world. It's how we approach the world. Is that you are taking a more active role about going after what you want and doing so unapologetically. It's almost like you're tired of being in this Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords energy, and you're saying enough is enough. I'm going after my success. And you're going to deal with that fear of failure. And you're stepping into this King of Cups energy, which is more in tune and more about flowing and allowing things to happen. I picked 2 goddess cards for each pile. Let's see what goddesses are here for you. And we have Kamrusepa with release. I dissolve negative and self-limiting beliefs from my body, mind, and spirit. I promise you I don't see these cards before you do, but that sums up everything that we've talked about, right? Negative and self-limiting beliefs. You have some self-limiting beliefs, and that's what that 8 of Swords is about. And that's where the fear of failure comes, because what you're trying to create, there's a glass ceiling on that. And you need to break through that glass ceiling. Because what you're trying to create is too small for what you are capable of. But that feels safe to you. See who else we have here. And we have Mami Wati with adaptability. And it says, spend time near water, admire its strength, tranquility, and intensity. Acknowledge these qualities within yourself. What is water about? It's feelings, it's emotions, right? We see that King of Cups there, which the King of Cups is water element. Some of you, it's about being more comfortable with your feelings, allowing them to process, wash through you. We see that water here. We see that water there. Typically, the Swords cards do not have water in them, typically. But this is about you finding those calm waters within yourself. For some of you, a spiritual bath or being near water, just like it says. Pile number 2, I'm also getting, make sure that you're hydrated. Make sure that you're drinking enough. Some of you may be getting body aches, and it's because you're dehydrated. Some of you get cramps, like leg cramps, like Charlie horses, I guess it would be. And it's because you're dehydrated. Let's see, what do we have with this card here? Confidence. Yeah, this is you stepping into your confidence, connecting to your confidence. So sacral, solar plexus chakras coming in as well. Heart chakra for this pile as well. And being more confident, especially if you do have Libra energy in your chart that is prominent, right? Even if you do not, and this message resonates, working on your confidence so that you can trust yourself enough to make decisions. You can always course correct. I promise you that. Let's see what we have with the affirmators. Spontaneity. Do you like spontaneous adventures of the highest caliber? The only acceptable answer to this question is yes. So buckle up, Charlie. You're about to take a wild ride through the unexplored, unconventional, and underrated. You're about to learn that yes is a magic word, and that the power to unblock new dimensions in space, time, and after-hour hangouts. Yes will lead you to experiences you didn't think possible, and teach you that lifelong friendships are something lurking just behind a karaoke singer's mullet. And it says, asterisk, there are pretty good chances your name is not Charlie. It would be funny if your name is Charlie, though. But yeah, that's what's happening. You're breaking free. You're sick and tired of that 8 of Swords energy, and you have grown sick and tired of it because you've been in that 10 of Swords, and you've said enough is enough. I'm just going to go out there and do something, and I love it. Some of you just went through your Saturn return as well. Self-love. I openly embrace a feeling of self-love, the PG kind. I love myself because I understand myself. I love myself as the most committed partner I will ever have. I show myself love any way that I can, and when I screw up, I remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm going to make myself sleep on the couch. Got that, self? Sorry about the shaking. I have ADHD and I had coffee and I probably shouldn't have done that. But let's take a look at these 2 here. Fertility. Let all take root, seed and sprout. Let new life be all about. Yeah, this is a very fertile time for you. And not just, we're not talking fertility in the sense of babies. We are talking fertility in the sense of manifestation and creation of anything that you want. And then we have pile number 2. Look at this. Confidence. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. You could use these 2 as spells, affirmations, whatever it is that you want to use them as. So I did something for pile number 1 that was unexpected, and I have to do it for everyone to be fair. We have the Blessed Bee cards, and we're going to shuffle some of these on camera. We're going to see, I'm actually feeling 2 for this group as well. So final blessings coming in, final new beginning here, blessing coming in the way of my pile number 2. It's hard to shuffle this way because I'm kind of, oh, we'll take it. It was going to be 2, but we took 3. So let's see. A blessing for peace of mind, and you need that. With that 8 of Swords and that 10 of Swords, you are my overthinkers, and your mind, there's going to be a blessing here. Some of you are going to be taking more action as well, which is going to kind of cut back on the time you have to think about things. A blessing of the air, so clarity. A blessing of the air is also kind of, for me, movement, right? Because air is all about action. It's about movement. And finally, a blessing on the children. If you have a child, all is well. But this is also a blessing from your inner child, a connection to self and the inner child here coming through, where you're feeling more confident, more creative, more in tune with yourself and your dreams and your aspirations. Pile number 2. All right, pile number 2, that is all I have for you. If you like the video, please like it. If you think it's worth sharing, please do so. It helps me out. It helps the channel out. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you're interested. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if there's anything else you would like to see on the channel. And I'm sending you so much love, so many blessings, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you were drawn to the pink Dahlia. And it's a very pretty flower. So we're going to be doing the blessings / new beginnings coming your way as I'm recording this. As I said in the intro, it is kind of the beginning of spring. It is a timeless reading, so keep that in mind. But if you're watching as I recorded, as I uploaded, that is what's happening around the world right now. So, well, at least around our area, right? So, as a reminder, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Let's get started with the tarot cards. All right, so I have 2 different decks here. So let's see what blessings, what is coming your way. 3 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands, a lot of movement. A lot of movement here so far. For some of you, there's a potential of collaborating with someone, maybe getting a business partner, new friendships coming in. Definitely something along those lines with that 3 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. We have the 2 fastest moving knights here so far. So very interesting. Knight of Pentacles. Now we have the slowest moving knight showing up here. Knight of Swords again. So double Knight of Swords energy and Temperance. Okay. That actually makes sense with all of these energies happening here. We're going to slightly move these over just to make sure. So, pile number 3. What is coming your way? What is the new beginning, the blessing coming your way? We have 3. Technically, we have 3 knights, but we have 4 cards with the knights because the Knight of Swords is here twice. So the Knight of Swords is all about movement. It's all about making progress and moving towards your goals, towards your success. And we kind of see that action happening in both of the Knight of Swords cards. We see this one where he's running full speed ahead. We see that crow up there, and the crow is close to spirit. It's representing that connection to spirit, that intuition, those instincts, right? That serendipity, all of that, all of the omens happening, right? All of those signs, this is what you need to do. So the Knight of Swords is all about moving, making progress, especially towards your success. We also have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is also all about action, movement, but it's action and movement towards something that you are passionate about, which is very similar to the Knight of Swords, right? It's that I am going to go after what I want, and I'm going to accomplish it. But then we have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. It's earth energy. It's taking your time. And we kind of see the contrast with the cards here because we see the Knight of Swords and we kind of see that Knight of Wands there, and there's full movement, right? Full speed ahead. But then the Knight of Pentacles is over here like, I have the horse, but I'm just going to plant my seeds. I'm just going to walk, take my time. I'm going to do it correctly. I am going to really be fully present, fully mindful in what I am doing. So for my pile number 3s, we also have the Temperance, right? So Temperance is all about finding middle way, finding a middle ground. It's saying stay away from extremes. So I feel because of these cards, my pile number threes, you could be someone who it's almost like all or nothing, this or that, white or black. There's no in between for my pile number three. So what's happening here is that you are moving towards a period in your life where you are being asked to have more balance, where you are being asked to find the middle path instead of thinking in extremes. You know, for example, you may be thinking like, I have to do this, I have to do all of it, and I have to do it now, and I have to do it this way. This is saying, how can you find the middle path instead of going towards the extreme of, I'm going to completely take my time, or I am just going to rush and do it. So what's happening for my pile number threes is moving forward, right? This new beginning is more balance for you. It's a path where you are creating the perfect blend of what works for you. And that is what works for you when you are taking action, what works for you when you are resting. You are finding your blend. We also have the Three of Pentacles, which a Three of Pentacles is a card of teaching and learning. It's a card of collaboration, community. It's a card of working with others to get to where you want to be. So like I said when the reading started, for some of you, there's some sort of collaboration coming in or an opportunity for one. But I feel mainly for my pile number threes, the new beginning here is going to be within yourself and how you approach life and how you approach the things that you are doing. There is, for some of you, I want to say for a few of you, there is a mentor coming in, and that person is going to help you out a lot. And I feel like they're going to help you out, whether it's job, career, schooling, it's something along those lines. For some of you, it's going to be a spiritual teacher. And this person is coming in to teach you and to help you embrace a different way of being, a way that is more in alignment with who you are at soul level and with what you want to accomplish. Because again, the energy is it feels very extreme at times. Like hot and cold, like I need to do this or I'm not going to do it at all. It needs to happen in this way or it's not going to happen at all. And that's the change coming in. And for some of you, you've been working on being more balanced, on your approach to things. Let's see what else we have here. Treasure Island. Yeah, for many of you, it's almost like you're working on manifesting, and there's payoff coming back to you. You are reaping the rewards, but you're having to learn how to balance your approach to it. Then we have Between Worlds. Yeah, this is you transitioning. This is you working through this energy of extremes. This is you trying to find the middle ground within yourself and everything that you do and how you approach it. Be very mindful, pile number three, of your thoughts and extremes. That may look like no matter what I do, I'm always going to fail. Or it doesn't matter if I do this, whatever it is. My pile number three is you also struggle with self-criticism, perfectionism, and procrastination at times. There's a need to work with your energy and make sure that it's more stable and it's more consistent. And that is part of the change, the new beginning that's coming. It's you becoming more consistent in your approach. Let's see what we have with the astrology cards here. Let's see what energies we have here. Sagittarius, I see. And we also have Venus with love. With Sagittarius, I see you could be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising, or you could have a Sagittarius in Venus, or Venus in the sign of Sagittarius. And for my pile number threes, you are following your passions. But again, sometimes you get in your own way. And sometimes you are full speed ahead, and other times you kind of just stop. And this is why there needs to be a better consistency in how you approach what it is that you do. And for some of you, because of this inconsistency, you burn yourself out. So you're practicing self-love so that you can approach things in a more balanced way. I want to see what this card is right here. Empathy. And this is about empathy with yourself, honestly. Look at that. We have the turtle there, which is all about slow movement. But again, we also have 2 Knight of Swords and 1 Knight of Wands, which is fast movement. The biggest change for my pile number 3s is going to be you're going to be able to, I don't want to say control, but you're going to be able to use your energy in a way that is more helpful to what it is that you want to create in this world. Because sometimes the way you've been doing it is, again, that hot, cold, stop, go, yes, no, I'm in, I'm out, white, black and white energy. Some of you are seeing 333. And for some of you right now, again, there's some sort of mentor coming in, or it's about you connecting to a group of people that are going to be very helpful to you. And I do feel for some of you that very strong, like you meet someone who takes kind of that role of mentor in your life. See what 2 goddesses we have here with Hera, resilience. Obstacles are preparation for greater accomplishment. Very interesting. And for some of you, it could be that when you run into an obstacle, it completely stops you. And then you kind of get going again. Again, there's inconsistency in how you put forth your energy, your action. And then we have a knot with surrender. When I let go of the reins of control, I thrive. Yeah, some of you want to control exactly who, what, when, where. You want to know how it's going to unfold, and when it doesn't go your way, it tends to stop you. It tends to kind of throw you for a loop. And that stop and go energy is what's going away. It's what's changing. It's the new beginning. The blessing is going to be more consistency, more trust in self. Sagittarius energy is very expansive. With I see Sagittarius, some of you are tapping into your clairvoyance, into trusting yourself and your intuition more. Let's see what we have here with the affirmators. And we have vitality. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, champ. Yeah, you're stepping into this vitality. You're really going to have access to more consistent energy, because it feels like, again, and I keep saying this and I'm so sorry, but that's what keeps coming in, that stop and go. Like, I have energy now, I'm on my energy high, but then I'm completely depleted. And it's because you are not spending it correctly. For some of you, if you are familiar with human design, you could be a generator or a manifesting generator, is what I'm getting. And then we have playfulness. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins puts sugar in medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. And that's another thing that you're learning, right? Because it's kind of that energy that I keep getting, that like if it becomes a burden and it almost completely overwhelms you to the point where then you have to slow down or take a break. But you're learning how to build resilience and how to keep going and how to flow with life instead of against it. Let's see what we have here. Psychic protection. Around me now, a shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. Now, we do have empathy. Some of you are empaths and you require psychic protection. And part of the reason your energy is sometimes so, what's the word I want to use? Sometimes, this is not the right expression, but I can't think of the word right now. but sometimes it's so chaotic is because you are picking up on things from other people and you are allowing other people's energy to penetrate. So you need psychic protection. This would be a group where daily grounding and clearing of your energy and aura would be extremely helpful. Again, consistency is what we need. And then we have prosperity. As this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. Because that's what you're drawing in, prosperity. But again, it's about stabilizing your own energy and your own reserves, allowing yourself time to regenerate and doing psychic protection on yourself. Many of you are empaths or clairsentient. Claircognizant as well. This is a very psychic, intuitively gifted group. I did this for pile number 1 and 2, so I'm going to do it for you just because I want to be fair here. So we're going to pull some last messages here, last cards with the blessings that are coming in your way, and see what wants to come out. Okay, I see them. It's going to be you, and then it's you. Underneath the deck, we have a blessing for support. Absolutely. And with that 3 of Pentacles, some of you have a mentor coming in, or you have friends, family that can help you. A blessing on the children. This came out for a previous group. If you felt drawn to a different group, you might want to go listen because this is a repeat card for today. And a blessing on a friendship. Look at that. So for some of you, someone, people coming in, people that you can collaborate with, a community that you can fit in with, definitely is part of your blessing. Especially with Venus love, right? Connection. And it's the right type of people, the people that are not going to drain you. That's the type of connection that you want, pile number 3. Be kind to yourself, be compassionate with yourself, and also, don't keep going to the point where you burn out and then you need to recover from that. Be more balanced in your approach. All right, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you think it's worth liking. Share it if you think it's worth sharing. It would really help me, the channel, out. And let me know what else you'd like to see. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to press that notification bell if you'd like to see more of the readings that I offer. And I'm sending you so much love, so many blessings. I hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now.